Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited to be back today because I have such a powerful, sweet, prophetic word to share with you all, and I believe that it's going to encourage everyone that watches this video. And the title of this message or prophetic word is Go For It. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to read 2 Kings 7 verses 1 through 6, and then I'm going to jump to verse 16, and I'm reading from the King James Version. So it says, Then Elijah said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord, Tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, in the gate of Samaria. Then a Lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of God and said, Behold, if the Lord would make the windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate, and they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore come, and let us fall unto the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die. And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and noises of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. And then skip to verse 16. And the people went out and spoiled the tents of the Syrians. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord. So this story is an example of what is about to happen to the people that are able to catch this prophetic word. So you have these lepers outside of the city gate, and they're in a place where they're contemplating if they should take the risk of going to the enemy's camp, which is the Syrians, right? And they're saying, if we stay here, there's a famine in the city, so we're going to die because of the famine. But if we go to the Syrians' camp, they may let us live or they may kill us. But in that moment, they decided to take a risk and go for it. And as they went for it, God caused angels to cause this noise that the Syrian army heard, and they got afraid. So that by the time the lepers arrived to the enemy's camp, to the Syrians' camp, there was no one there because they all left. And that is what God is saying to us. He's encouraging us to go for it because He has already sent angels to prepare the way for us. And as I was downloading this message, I was asking God, like, what is it that you want people to do? What is it that you want them to start? Because He was telling me that there are some projects that He has put on our heart at the beginning of the year. There are some other goals that He gave us to really go for. And somewhere along the way, we may have got distracted. And I was asking Him, like, what was it? What was the project? What was it exactly? And I had this vision of Calf on stage. And if you don't know, he's like a comedian. And God was telling me that there's someone that will watch this video, and you want to start a production company. And God is saying, go for it. And even for the people, if that's not you, this is still your prophetic word. Whatever project, whatever you were working on, whatever goal you were working towards, or you had the desire to work towards at the beginning of the year, God is saying, go for it. He has already prepared the way. Angels have already went before you, and your plans, your thoughts will be established in this season. They are, and what I mean by that when I say established, that's actually a proverb. It says, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. And what that means is, when it says thy thoughts, it's referring to your plans. And when your plans are established, they are secure. They are already set in stone. You are ordained to succeed. Amen. And another thing that I heard as I was downloading this message is that the doors of heaven are open. And for the people that catch this prophetic word, and that if you listen with your spiritual ears, hear what God is saying. By this time next year, you will be a millionaire. But you have to be bold, be courageous, go for it. Have faith, believe in this prophetic word that God has already prepared the way for you. And you're going to be surprised, just like the lepers were, that as you go forth, you're going to see that things are working for your good, that you are in a season where you have grace and favor, and the works of your hands are blessed, meaning that whatever you create in this season, whatever you decide to start, whatever project you work on in this season, it is blessed. God is with you, and He has ordained for you to be successful. So that is a prophetic word for this video. It is not a long video. It's very simple. Go for it. This is your time. God has already prepared the way for you. He has already established you in His will, and everything will work out for your good. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Go for it. Amen.